13025 Sundance Avenue in San Diego. Going to go ahead and do a quick inspection on the existing solar system. Going to start here at the electrical panel and the inverter. We do have a newer electrical panel. Looks like it was most likely put in when this solar system was installed. It's 200 amps, center fed right there, and it's in great condition. Let's show you that 200 amps. Our breaker for our solar is right there. It's labeled inverter disconnect right there, and so there's a 20 amp twin breaker that controls the solar inverter there if you ever have to work on it. We've also got an AC disconnect there. You can just shut that off, and that'll shut off power to the inverter as well, if there's an electrician in the home. If we look at the meter, we can see a bunch of numbers, and then we can actually see an arrow pointing to the left there at the bottom left-hand corner of that screen. That means that the solar is producing more electricity than what the house is using. That means that the house is back-feeding the grid electricity. Now, if the air conditioner turns on, or electric oven, or some high-usage appliance turns on, well, then that will go to the right, meaning that the home is pulling electricity from the grid or using more electricity than what the solar is producing. We got a really badly faded, what we call a placard there. Not a big deal, required to pass inspection, and they always kind of fade like that. Worth mentioning that there's a bunch of extra tiles here on the side of the house. That's nice. The roof is in great condition, but it is always nice to have a little stack of tiles just in case someone were to break them when getting on the roof. All indications are that the solar is working properly as it's supposed to. We are currently producing nearly 1,200 watts of power. It's roughly 4 o'clock in the afternoon on a perfectly sunny day with a south-facing solar system. More important number is what kilowatt hours that we produce today. And this system has done 12.5 kilowatt hours on the day. If we come over here to the side, we'll see that this is a Sunny Boy SB 2500 inverter. And so that is a fairly small inverter. Nowadays we're installing, well, we actually don't install many of these Sunny Boys anymore. But typical system size or average system size nowadays is 6 kilowatts, whereas this inverter is a 2500, or 2.5, excuse me. We got a manufacturer date of May 2012 on that inverter. So it looks like this system's been up for probably, going on 10 years or so. The installation looks professional. We've got our conduit running up and over to the back of the house. Let's go ahead and jump up on the roof and take a look at what we see on the roof. We have 40 panels up there. I'm going to climb the ladder, get a little closer for you. I was able to get underneath them and take a look at the label underneath the panels. Unisolar, UNI Solar. Unisolar is the brand of panels. Can't say I'm familiar with those, but they are working as they should. The wattage rating per panel is 64 watts, and so that is outdated based on today's standards. But if we multiply number of panels 40 times the wattage rating 64, that gives us a number just over 2,500, which is appropriate for that inverter. Again, the roof is in great shape. We've got beautiful, high quality skylights on this roof that look like they're going to last a long, long time. Updated dormer vents when this roof was replaced. We got a little bit of wires dangling here and there. Not a huge issue. The connectors don't like to be exposed to the sun long term, but for the most part, the wire management looks okay. Or kind of as to be expected on a solar install from 10 years ago. I don't see any broken tiles. These are most likely a lightweight concrete tile, and basically what that means is that when a house was originally wood shake or asphalt shingle and somebody converts it to tile, they put a lightweight version of the tile on there, and it's a little bit more brittle. So I'm going to stay off the tile. It's a great sign that we don't see a bunch of broken tile around this roof. But all indications are it's a professional install and working as it should. 2.5 kilowatts. That's a big enough system to offset about, maybe an $80 to $100 average SDG&E bill. And so, unfortunately, this is not going to be a big enough system to offset, the majority of the home's usage.